I've been waiting for a while now. Are we going to start? You know, is this gonna what is this?
It's the 37th of January.
Yeah. Whoa, man. You know, I remember this time last year. You had that shirt on.
It was frigid.
Whoa. Yeah, how does it get so cold anymore with all these global heatings?
Well, the California fires sure are making things different here.
Get your smoke out of here.
Yeah, I know. Well, Dad was a smoker, and I told him back in 1983, I said, Dad, if you're going to smoke when I'm wearing my school clothes to school, you got to open the windows, because when we keep them closed up, even my teacher gagged. She gagged.
She was a gagger, though.
Yeah, well.
She was prone to that. And that aside, between the gags, she was a very good teacher. And she had really good methods. I learned a lot from her. She herself, which wasn't well known, was a smoker. And I think that goes hand in hand with teaching, though.
Yeah.
And, you know, the thing about it is her smoking blotted out my son, and I don't care what she's had to say about my mathematics. I can't see if there's no light.
The thing about her was the recess duty.
Yeah, where was she?
Yeah, and when you're
beat up a lot.
You're dealing with 300 to 400 children. Dodgeball here, kickball there, football. This was an asphalt playground, and there were skinned knees everywhere. There was not a touch of grass in that schoolyard. And that brings me to the next segment. Where are we going to get this better grass from? My yard is shot.
Yeah, I've seen it.
The grass that we've been dealing with is not good grass.
What's all that sun?
Well, it's killing the grass.
Yeah, well, if you want a better yard, you need balance. And the grass is not going to come if you're going to keep smoking, you can keep drinking, and you have the asphalt problem going on over there. You fell a few times. I know you fell. You told me about that.
But I fell. That's the truth. And that's the truth of the goddamn matter.
Isn't it funny how something so small can weigh as much as I do?
Talking about that rock over there? I've had that thought too.
No, I'm talking about the river.
Is this strife? Am I alone here in the darkest depths of my realm? Do you know what it's like to be secluded from what you love the most? You're my fruit. You're my everything. And baby, now I can't even have you. And I'm here, and I can't have you. You laughed at me when I came crawling at your door, and he was there. I have no one. And you relish it. What hell on earth is this? Are you gone forever? From realm, my tears flow. They feed into the hate and the bitterness that consumes my soul. All this time to dawdle, I have found it quite easy to pick up my writing. These love letters I'm sending to you from the realm, the darkest corners of this mind. There's no artist, there's no religious leader, there's no politician who could fix this broken heart. I saw some children playing, and it reminded me of our innocence when we first met. You pushed me on that swing when I was sitting by myself. I was the only one there. You came to me, and now you push me away. The only thing that I look forward to is my death. Where can I find recourse or a darkened soul?
You know, in high school, you have a lot of different people. You have to mingle, and you have to
Drama, swim team.
put up with a lot.
Jeff was a mathematician.
Yeah, before they gave that title out, and he was the best at it. But you know, even the thing about some of those students that you go to school with is some of them don't have hair. You remember Jill?
Hairless Jill.
Hairless Jill, yeah. And then there's some of them, like Helen, we called her Hell because she didn't have hair and she wasn't very nice. And Jill had no hair and was very nice. Some people just know how to overcome situations like that. And I was blessed with beautiful hair all over my body. And so I always kind of had pity on her. And then one day, Jill set me straight. She goes, I'm not here for your pity. I know you have beautiful hair, but I don't need that. I've overcome that. There's more to my life than my lack of hair. And since then, I have shaved my body.
Hell had hair.
Tom Petty, Tom Petty, Tom Petty, Tom Petty.
Tom Petty's heady. Tom Petty's heady. Tom Petty, Tom Petty, Tom Petty's heady. Tom Petty's daddy. Tom Petty's daddy. Tom Petty's heady. Tom Petty's daddy. Tom Petty's daddy. Tom Petty's daddy. Tom Petty's heady. Free falling. Free.
I remember when I was circling out of control and that song came on, I connected right with it. My life was free falling. Drugs, alcohol, failing grades. My ex took the kids, and I didn't see an out. I didn't see an out at all. But I had Tom Petty, and when that song came on, I was able to let it go. I was able to cope with that moment. I was able to cope. I could choke, and I felt like I connected with somebody. And he's that kind of guy. When he speaks, when he sings, he connects with not just you, but anybody. Anybody can find something in his words, and they are in a tune with him. And it's too bad. It's just too bad now that he's retired. After everything was said and done, he was the good and he was the bad, and I am too.
You were a football player at that community college, weren't you?
How did you know that? There's
Salt,
taco meat on the roads. Sasquatches were eating burritos.
Well, and when you listen to a song like Nightmare Hippie Girl, it is. It's exactly what Tom Petty wanted me to believe. And it spoke to me in that time. I'll never forget that car. That was a Buick Skylark. It was a hatchback, but it looked like a hot rod. And
I want to talk about a reliable car.
Didn't have air conditioning because we didn't need air conditioning then. And that kind of sums up my Tom Petty my Tom Petty experience was a little bit different than yours, just a touch.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed American Girl. You used
to be able to play that on a guitar. I used to love when I watched you play that, I thought you did a better job. You had it down, and then you added.
But
harmonies.
The funny part was I actually had a job.
You did. You did. You were good at it, and I used to visit you when you were at work, and I'd bring your guitar in, and, productivity went through the roof. I like the Olympics. And, recently it's been talked about on some of those major sporting networks, the four-letter ones, about these new Olympics that cater to, the LGBTQ community. And
are you talking about the gay games? Because
right, the gay
that
games,
is a reality.
It is, and there isn't any problem with that or anything. But what concerns me is those straights
infiltrating those. I actually have a really big problem about it because there is a record book and there is a standard about how you operate the sport, the challenges. And I tell you what, if you or I could just go in straight and steal a record, that's despicable. That's despicable.
Yeah, that's the kind of crap that makes my blood boil. And, I know they're working on testing, but right now, there's no way to tell whether one guy's gay or whether one gal's straight.
Well, they were testing for opioids and PEDs, but that makes the water murkier to me.
Yeah.
Murkier.
Yeah, you can only make assumptions out of that. And, 50-50, you're going to be wrong. But, that is some very hairy deal there because, you're not going to... Some people, like to lie. For the fame.
Some people live on lies. My friend Jerry swam a 2,500. Jerry is homosexual. And he swam a 2,500 faster and better than ever. Better than anyone I had ever seen.
He's good. Art. He's like watching a guy with a paintbrush.
Yeah. Well.
Amazing.
And then another friend of mine, Gil.
Yeah. Gil,
he's a fish out of water, and Gil's a great guy. He swam that same 2,500 in half the time. And Gil's a staunch Republican.
Oh, yeah. I hear you.
And
that's why him and I always got along until...
I tell you what.
He infiltrated the gay games.
And he should not hold that title. I love you, Gil, but that was falsity. That was a play.
I haven't talked to him since.
It hurts me. It was a play on the system, and it's a sickening display of...
It makes you wonder what else he's lying about. And the thing about it is did he take that name, Gil?
Gil had frogs. He had that frog farm. They're everywhere. Those amphibians. It was amphibian hour at Gil's joint.
Yeah. Well, you watch them enough, you learn a trick or two about swimming and homosexuality.
You're my fruit. You're my everything. And baby, now I can't even have you. And I'm here, and I can't have you. You laughed at me when I came crawling at your door, and he was there. I have no one. And you relish it. What hell on earth is this? Are you gone forever? From realm, my tears flow.